Oh, hello, you insouciant long pigs. It is I, Some51, coming at you for another Transformers Transformation review thingy. Yes, before we get into it, about 93% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Takes 2 seconds, and most importantly, helps out the algorithm. Hit the notification bell so when I've got new videos out. It should be every Thursday and Saturday. So, let's travel back to the halcyon days of Transformers Prime. I think it's 2011 this guy came out, I think. I'm not exactly sure. I'll put it in there. I think it's 2011, 2012-ish. So, yes, we're taking a look at Transformers Prime Decepticon Dead End. Yes, this is a really nice figure. I picked this up at B&M for like, I paid about £8 to £10, I think I did. He's really cool. I really like the colour scheme. He rolls fantastically well. I love the colour scheme. Like I said, it's based on the Wheeljack mould. He's like a Lancia Stratos, like concept car type of dealie, but I love the colour scheme. I love the sort of charcoal grey you've got going on one side there. You got this bright orange, this bright yellow, this black, and this sort of neon green going on as well. It's like G2 neon green. And then you got the more charcoal grey in these vents there, and then the rear view mirrors. And it's just a lovely, lovely thing. And there is some moulded detail in there as well. Let's zoom this in. So you've got a nice wheel trim there, all done out in green, which is very nice. I miss this Hasbro. Bring these type of wheels back. You know, these are just great. Then you've got some moulded detail in there, sort of like just extra vents and stuff. Unfortunately, you've got these gaps in the front there. It's a bit of a shame. You've got some nice weapon storage, but I'll get onto that in a moment, which is not on properly, I've just realised. There we go. Yeah, you've got some more details at the back there. You've got like a handle to open the door. You've got a green translucent windscreen. This is a bit of a controversial thing for me. Well, it's not really controversial, I don't think, but it's whenever there's. I like clear windscreens. Don't get me wrong, but I like clear windscreen when there's sort of a somewhat semi, cockpit going on there. At least you can see a chair, 2 chairs, and a dashboard or something like that. But when you can see robot parts underneath, kind of throws it off. But this one isn't too bad because you've got kind of a cockpit thing going on there. You've even got some details on there, which is very nice. But you've also got this like green visor going on there, so it's not too bad. Then you've got a closer look at them vents there, which is nice. Some headlights there going on. On the back, you've got this nice yellow spoiler. There's more vents going on there, and then you've got these what would become rear lights, and then you've got some transformer parts there. But yeah, overall though, a very nice little figure, very nice vehicle mode, and like I said, rolls fantastically well. Whee! Yeah, so let's take him. Oh no, actually, we've got some weapons. There's some weapon storage. They just fit on there. There's 2 slots in the hilt of the swords there, and they just fit in there. And then you just take them off because you've got an attack mode. It's pretty lame, but we'll do it anyway. So and here are the swords, all done in this sort of neon green. It looks a lot more lime green with my eyes. On the camera, it looks a bit more darker green. And you got some. You do have some Cybertronian writing. I'm not sure if it's going to pick it up. There, you can just make it out there. Some Cybertronian writing. Some in the handle there as well. Yeah, you got some very nice. And both swords, both the same, really. You don't really. There's not a left or a right one. So if you're looking to collect this, just 2 the same. We'll do it. I don't think there's. I'm not sure if there's a left or a right. I think they're both the same. Yeah, I think they are the same. Yeah. I mean, but the detail is so minute anyway. I don't think it would matter if they were different. Quite honestly. Yeah, same on both sides. So yes, you just need to find 2 of these, which is pretty cool. So you've got attack mode. So what do? Is you come to the front there, and there's a little port there, and there's a little hole. There you go. You can see it in the sword there. and then you just place it on there, thus. Place it on there, thus. And then you've got attack mode, which, quite honestly, looks ridiculous. But it's kind of cool. You've got two swords, you know. I mean, you've got another way as well. You've got another bit of storage. So you can take these off. And on the back there, you've got these ports. So you could put them on the back there like that, if you wanted to. You know, you could do that. You know, you've got that going on, which looks a bit better, but still, you know, it's pretty lame, quite honestly. So we'll just take the... Oh, that's a horrible squeaky sound. Right, so we'll just take them off, and then we'll take a look at the transformation step. Now let's take it to rubber mode, shall we? Let's. So basically, what do we do first is we come to the back here, and we just disconnect this whole section, like so, like that. Get it all out of the way, same for this side. Disconnect this section. Disconnect this whole section. But you can disconnect that bit as well, but disconnect this section like so, and it doesn't want to play, there we are. So we just get it all out of the way. So we come to the legs, we separate them, then what we do is we get this section, this yellow and black section here, and then we slide it down. I'll just slide it up, I think. Right, rotate it, that's it. Rotate it round, and then we slide this section up like that. It's been a while since I've actually played with this thing, it's been in storage. Then you rotate what will become his foot, and then you rotate this whole section forward like that. So you're into this position. Same verse, second verse, same as the first. Ping. There we go. And then we come to this section. Then what you would do is we pull this down like that. There we go. Get into frame. Get this yellow section and then rotate it up like that, and then pull out what will become his head. We'll get onto that in a moment. Then we can just raise these sections up like that, raise these sections up like that, and then what will happen is you pull these up like that, these orange bits just here, if you can actually see what I'm doing. You've got these peg holes there, and they just fit into these little pegs here, and that helps secure it into place like that. Straighten out his head, and then you rotate his arms around like that. Then you get this section at the top, you split them like that, so you're into this position. And then what you do is you rotate this windscreen section around like that, and then you slot it in, pull out his fist, disconnect this section, rotate it round like that. Same for this side. Do that, rotate this in like so, and there, boys and girls. And there he is in his robot mode, and he looks pretty cool when you can see him. There he is. He looks really fucking cool. There he is in his robot mode, and he looks fucking cool. I really like this colour scheme. Yeah, I like more wheeljacks painted up like this. It's just really cool. I do like the articulation on this guy, so we'll get onto that, and then we'll have a closer look. Actually, we'll closer look at his head sculpt there. That is a fantastic head sculpt. He looks like he's in absolute pain. Let me see if I can get some light piping on that, because the light piping on this is just fantastic. Bring him into shadow. There we go. Check that out. It's like his whole face is in agony. It's just fantastic. There we go. Like he died about 1,000 years ago and he's just pissed off about it. That's really fucking cool, isn't it? There we go. Into frame. Really cool. I do like that. And I love the colour scheme as well. I love the grey, I love the orange, and I love the charcoal, and then the green in the eyes and the mouth. It just pops, and especially against this yellow as well, it really does pop. So yeah. Right, in terms of articulation then, he can rotate his head 360 degrees at the ball, because he's got a ball joint. It's quite tight though. Doesn't really want to do it, but he will do it. So I think it's more hindered by his neck and his chin. But it will do it, and he can move it up and down as well, so you can get that kind of thing going on. These stairs but stay open. He rotates his arm 360 degrees, up and down. It's on it's not. It's a ball joint. Then you've got this joint here above the elbow. Then you've got an elbow joint, and then you've got the wrists will rotate, and it's a universal joint this time, so they'll move up and down and in and out. You don't have a waist joint, unfortunately, but you do kick forward, kick back, rotate at the top of the thigh there, bend at the knee, and his legs will move up and down, and slightly left and right as well, which is pretty cool. So you can get this guy into some very good poses, actually. And I think his legs come under. No, it's not. There we are. So you get some really nice poses out of him. With his swords here, yes. Let's get him into frame. There we go. But first, he has weapon storage. So what you can do, a number of different things. You've got these little slots. You've got these little slots here, and you can slide his swords in there, which is really cool. So you've got that storage going on, which is, again, a really cool thing. I mean, when weapon storage works well, it works really fucking well, like this. You could do that, or you could do it like in the vehicle mode. You could attach him to his arms there using them ports. So you got. Come on. You know, you go in, but then you walk. There we go. So you can do that if you want. So you've got that storage as well. But let's tool him up. Let's give him his weapons. So you can hold him in his arms, in his hands, just like that. I'll do like the curvature of these as well. It's really cool. So you get him in a really nice threatening stance. Let's do it. Let's get him into. There we go. And you can put his legs down like that. And you can put him in a really threatening stance, like he's going to fuck some shit up. Yeah, he looks really cool. He looks really cool. And I'm so glad I got this guy. I recommend him if you can find him. I think he's not cheap these days, but I will check. Well, 1 second. I stand corrected. I just checked on eBay. You can pick this guy up for about 20 quid, 20 to 25 quid. Which is bagging, really, these days, these prices. And I highly recommend him. If you see him out at TF Nation or TF Con or anywhere like that, and you see him for a reasonable price, pick this guy up. And to be fair, he doesn't look out of place on a generation shelf, quite honestly. You know what I mean? He fits quite nicely in with these guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd highly recommend him, quite honestly. So I'll take these guys out of the way. We don't talking about them at the moment. Yeah, I recommend him. I do. I really do. So if you like what I do, like I said earlier, hit like, share, and subscribe. Helps out the algorithm and makes me more visible. Check out my other Transformers reviews, and I should have another video out every Thursday and Saturday. Hit the notification bell, and then you'll get notified. Also, if you're in a position to help out the channel, please check out my Patreon. I've got some cool rewards over there. For as little as $1 a month, you can have your name in the credits. How cool is that? So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all very soon. Bye for now.
Unleashing the power, tearing through the night. Transformers in my hands, ready for the fight. With every single figure, I gear up to